Boom, 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 boom. I'll put the tunes on so we can just vibe out a little. Hey, I feel like I'm turning into like we need to get DJ decks or something.
It looks like I'm a pendulum. See how the body kind of moves and everything kind of. Look at my head stays perfectly still.
Oh yeah,
but
how
my
do you
whole
do
body moves. Yeah, it's kind of cool. That just shows you that I'm getting flexible.
From all the mobility, bro. Straight up, mobility is paying off.
Yeah,
what is
not at
up,
the moment.
man?
It's getting a bit stiff.
But you know what? Actually, since you've been doing it, it's actually been paying off. Like everyone's benefiting from it, and I think it's such an underrated class that
you know, it's probably our funniest class.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's when real yarns come out. What is up, team? Good evening. Grab your bevy. I've got a kombucha. I feel fancy as fuck.
I've got a Summersby apple cider.
Nice, bro. Nice, bro. Cheers, team. Happy hump day. Man, midweek. I don't even know what day it is for this lockdown thing. It's just, I think what's keeping me motivated is like staying active like this. Morning, Kingy. Evening, Kingy.
Dude, you have the biggest leg. You have the biggest legs in the southern hemisphere, homie.
Yeah, straight up.
I don't even know how much I don't know how much weight was on that barbell that you were doing your single leg squats on today, but holy hell.
Kingy, I dare you to jump on one of the Zoom sessions, on one of the lift sessions if you're free. Bro, it'll be good to see you and it'll be good to like throw down with you, bro. So hit Chief up for that number. That'll be mean, bro.
Also,
how are you all feeling? Yeah.
I'd like to see how long his fringe is. And if him and Canyon could have a fringe off.
Yeah, actually Kingy's got the straight head fringe, and Kenny's got that curly hair.
Yeah, he's got the kind of got the, you know, he needs some help actually with his hair.
They've taken all your hair, bro.
Yeah, I don't have a lot here. Sweet, bro. I'll sort you out tonight. So it's our first one in the evening. We haven't done one of these ones before. We're going to kind of wing this as we always do. We're getting pretty good at it as well. So Aunty Mo sent out what did you do? You sent out a post today about what are some of the things that you guys want to talk about?
Yeah.
So
I put on my story. What do we want to have a banter about?
Chief gets mad at anyone with hair.
Yep.
Nick, you could lose a herd of wildebeest inside your hair, mate. That's how much hair you have up there. You know, you could have like a group of hyenas just kind of sitting in there chilling out.
Straight up.
Yeah.
What, we look different at night, Chuck. How's that?
Maybe it's the lighting.
Better looking. Yeah, I reckon. Better looking.
This is one of the latest I've been up for a while.
Yeah, it's a bit out of the routine. So sorry if you're tired tomorrow.
No.
And I mean, channel, you're in bed. Sis, this is going to get you all set up. You're going to have the sweeter streams tonight. This is a normal banter session. We just thought, fuck, why not just have a PM session of this? So this is the first time we're doing this, and I just thought, everyone can wind down. We can have some would you rathers. We did start. A channel messaged me on the gram back, and she said most likely to. So what does that mean? Channel, if you're on, who's most likely to do something? Is that what it is? And then Chuck asked us, what do you reckon, what animals would we be?
You already know which one I would want to be. Let's see if anyone else can actually figure it out.
Okay.
Let's see if you guys know what animal. It's a pretty easy one, team. You should be able to get this.
Yeah. It's in the logo, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And do you know why?
Tell me.
It's the ultimate predator. It's the ultimate predator. It will get you on land. It'll get you on water. It is literally scary as all hell. It's big. It's gnarly. It looks like a big soft teddy bear, but really it'll just kind of cut you to pieces. I'd be the bear.
Yeah, definitely all day. I love how Chuck guesses.
A hairless cat.
I love you.
Chuck, you know what? You and Lucy should have a show.
I know. They honestly hit me with the one-liners so good.
Be unreal.
Most likely to be Faith.
You know what? Even her mum says she's a ringer.
Carly reckons you're a T-Rex, or is that Carly being a T-Rex?
No, I think Carly would be a T-Rex. It's only because she has the littlest arms on planet Earth.
I feel sorry for your arms, Carly. Yeah. Brother! What up, Tama?
Oops, yeah, that's it, Tomo. Beer, 100% would be a beer.
What's going on there, bro? Who's got a beverage tonight? Who's having a midweek beverage? And who's got some most likely to what? Oh gosh, that's hilarious.
And that just solidifies the reason why I call you homeless.
Oh, Sitter, that is so good.
Yeah.
We're in the jungle. I'm a bear on the ground. Trub's just up there observing from the top. I fucking love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, and it's true. Yeah, it should last 5 minutes and get bored as shit. Yeah, 100%. 100%. You'll find someone else to annoy.
Bro, okay, I got a quick would you rather for everyone and you. Would you rather lose a year in time or go to jail for a year?
Oh shit. I'd rather lose a year in time.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I'd get smoked in jail.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'd get smoked. Wouldn't be able to handle it.
You reckon?
No, I'd rather lose a year and know that I never went to jail than go to jail for a year and still miss out on that year. That would be my philosophy anyway. And the fact that I could last in jail.
Buzzy.
Yeah.
See, I would go to jail.
Would you?
Yeah, G.
I tell you what, you'd own jail.
Not that I want to, but like I just feel like it's
you'd fucking own it.
It would be an experience, bro. It would be an experience.
You'll walk into the yard and you'd be going, which one of you bitches will be my slave?
No!
You'd be like, who's the biggest bitch in the yard and knock you out? That's what you'd be like. I'd be walking in with my hands clasped around my backside.
Oh, you make me sound like Rasputia. Straight up though. Like I reckon jail would be like an experience if you could turn it in. I for some reason I could turn it into something positive for myself. I reckon that's what I would do.
Oh man.
Nee reckons he'll go to jail so he can finally work out. Oh bro. Imagine how long for a year, bro, you'll come out shredded. Not that I'm encouraging that. Jail would be boring as fuck. I'd rather lose the year.
Yeah, it would be. Like, can you imagine just getting locked up?
It feels like that now.
And there'd be a lot of masturbation going on.
Of them, I mean. Yep. That's a friend of mine. She was on her story and she does running. And she was doing it right next to like because she works at Perry. So she was running right next to the driveway. So they have to actually watch all the guards run. So that would actually be infuriating, not being able to like do anything.
Yeah, 100%.
Faith is all about the experience. Yeah, bub. You wouldn't want to, yeah.
Faith,
you know karate though, so that's all good.
Oi, with Faith, how early on would she start crying? When she goes through the door or when she's going into the door?
In the van, bro.
She'd be in the van. She'd be bawling her eyes out.
In the van in the cusp, bro. She'll be already like bawling her eyes down. Yes, you would, Mr. G. Oh man, I could totally see that.
Yeah, and you'd knock them out as well. You would be.
You're a tough fella, eh? From Whakatane. Okay. Another would you rather that popped up was guilty pleasures. Have we got any guilty pleasures? Most likely to make it to jail. Out of you and me?
I'd probably get done for tax evasion. Let's be honest. I'd probably do something really fucking stupid and forget to file my IR4, whatever it is, and all of a sudden I got a tax bill that's like $400,000, and I'll be like, pay it or go to jail for 2 months. I'll be like, I could probably go to jail for 2. I could probably last 2 months. Because then I'll be out in 3 weeks on good behavior.
Oh, bro, that's so funny.
Yeah, I'll probably go to
most likely get to go to jail out of Channel and Kendall.
Oh,
you see, that's a tough one. I was just like, who's going to take the fall?
I tell you what. The better question is who would last in jail between Kendall and Channel.
Fuck.
100%.
Kenny's been throwing that dumbbell around, that 25-kilo dumbbell around.
She'd get owned. She'd get destroyed. She'd get absolutely. They'd see her and they'd just be, she wouldn't last 5 minutes in jail. Channel would. I reckon
Channel would be like that gangster. See, Channel, I could see us in jail together. Straight up. Honestly,
and you two would be owning the
yard. Even Lucy, I can wear Sally's hard.
You guys would be like those like 4 tough bitches in the sideline, right? That'd be you guys.
Oh, that is so funny. Okay, what's another most likely to Channel? Most likely to sharp themselves on a heavy squat clean. Out of
Andrew King. Andrew King or Kevin Parslow?
Yeah. How much protein has he had?
Oh, Jesus. He did it the other day when we were doing the 7RM. He was fighting up a storm as he was dropping down into a squat.
Oh, gosh.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be pretty rough.
Most likely to lick my pits out of I can't say that. Out of most
do it. It's 8:08. It's 8:08 p.m.
No, I was gonna say most likely to lick my pits, but I was gonna say Fee, but she would anyway. So
yeah.
Okay, Carly and Channel. Most likely to lick my pits, Carly and Channel.
Oh, Channel would do it. Carly would rather jump in a grave. Roby. Oh yeah.
No, not Nick's dog. But no, probably if you put some peanut butter there.
I tell you what, Fed would do it just out of pure curiosity.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
You say guilty pleasures before?
Yes. Have we got any guilty pleasures?
I would say. I mean, I shop for socks left, right, and center, so that's probably a guilty pleasure, but it's a tame one. I could, you know what? This is not a guilty pleasure, but I could tell you a funny story. But we'll get through the guilty pleasures, and I'll tell you a funny story about a guy called. I'll just use his nickname called Eel in the army, but I'll tell you that a little bit later on. That's just come up in my head, and I haven't thought about this, in I don't know how long, years. And this story is just
like an embarrassing story. Okay, have I got any guilty pleasures? It's a story
that you would have at night, not in the morning.
Guilty pleasures is. Someone define that. Like, is it stuff that I do that I feel bad about?
I think it's like this. That little thing. He's like, that's my thing. Cut you from Carmo. No, I don't.
No, I don't know.
No, I don't, bro.
That must be a story time with Parslow.
Yeah, Romy would beat Lucy.
Most likely to win in an arm wrestle. No, Lucy. How? What the
Nah,
hell?
Romy's got game, man. She's stronger than she looks.
Yeah, she's all arms, but Lucy has to carry around like a 10-kilo like wobble. It's fucked her. I would not be, wanting to be on the other end of a right hook of that. Just saying. Hey,
You've seen that right hook at the Hens Night.
yes, this is true. This is very true. Stuff you really don't know stuff you don't want people to know about.
So my guilty pleasure: listen to High School Musical when I'm sad. Oh wow! Don't tell too many people that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. I'm trying to. I don't know.
Ooh.
I'm trying to think of things that you guys don't know. I mean, I sniff undies. But I mean, am I the only creep? Like,
qualify that. What are you talking about? Like just yours, or are you talking about like fees, or are you talking like I leave my gym bag open at work and you go past, you see my boxes sitting there, like?
No, okay, I wouldn't sniff your undies, but I would sniff your socks probably, or I would just out of just like if you're like these smell, I'd be like, wait, get a sniff, or we were having this conversation. No, me and Fee were having this conversation, and so that's why I'm just calling myself on it. Oh yes, I can vouch that he does this. He dresses up, and I am well impressed with the dress ups.
Damn, kid.
Last night they were fees. That's all I can say.
Wow.
Dress up as what? He dressed up. What was your skivvy night, Ben? That was a good one.
Oh damn.
No, he used to get his name as we used to hang at the surf shop after school and so we got just other
Oh,
that Mr. Parslow is just that's just me. It sounds like me. Wow. God, I know, but is that a guilty pleasure? Yeah.
Well,
okay, well now you guys
to be
know.
honest, with the amount of comments that are coming through, yep, 100% it's a guilty pleasure. Wow, Mo.
Oh, come on, bro.
Bro wasn't expecting that, homie.
Yes, Ben dressed up. Turtleneck Tuesdays. That was great. Yep. He brought up the white skivvy, tight jeans. That is a guilty pleasure, right? He does get full mood in that. And then he was a 90s basic bitch with a Kathmandu and tights on. He actually looked like Faith. That was a good edit too. Has everyone seen the RX debrief? It was a hoot.
It was a hoot. It was a good one.
I've just been bumping out all of that, so keep him busy. Oh, jeez. Yes, are you still blowing away, bro?
Yeah, I'm still. Damn, kid. I'll tell you what, after that endurance set, you would not have wanted to sniff mine. Holy shit, I could smell it through my pants. Salt and vinegar.
See, and then like, if I not gonna lie, no, yeah, because I like the smell of myself as well. So if I can smell myself, I'm like, oh, and then I'll even say like, damn.
Dude,
like the smell speaks for itself, and I'll describe it. I'm weird, but it's all good. We're all a little bit weird anyway. I reckon I would like it would be like a nuclear bomb if I did that straight up.
Oh, I tell you, if you did it, we'd have to film it.
Yeah, it's weird, eh? It's weird. But what were you gonna say about that guy? I want to see your reaction. I'm gonna download the video and I'm gonna get your reaction when I said the way I just casually said.
Well, that's just it. It's like, you know, you drop a bomb like that and keep the conversation running. Like, you can't do that. We got to examine this. Like, you just drop a bomb on us like that. Damn, kid, that's a guilty pleasure and a half.
Right? Oh God! Now everyone's gonna be like, Mo, the hairy armpit panty sniffer. God, no.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is the reason why we did it tonight and not in the morning.
Yeah.
All right, so
with the story, though.
All right, so okay, I'll give you a quick story about the eel. All right, so the eel is a guy that I was in the army with, and he's a savage, and he's from Bethel's Beach. He's an amazing surfer. From what I understand, I think he's now a helicopter pilot down the line. And you know, we were very young. We were in the army, and we all yes, you are. Shit, I still can't get this whole sniffing undies thing. Anyway, he came into the mess hall. We'd been on the piss one night. I think I can't remember if it's a Saturday or Sunday. Let's just say, for argument's sake, it's a Sunday morning. We're in the mess hall, and walks Eel, right?
Yeah.
And he comes down and sits down. He goes, "Boys, I had the greatest night." And we're like, "Oh, you know what happened?" And he was telling us a story. And then he goes, we expected him to go home with a woman, but he didn't. He came home. He's like, "Man, I got home and I was just like, I just started rubbing one out, all the rest of it. And then all of a sudden I started using the other hand, licking his hand and rubbing his nuts at the same time while he was masturbating." And then from that day on, he would always masturbate and lick his hand and rub his nuts. And that
would be a technique.
And that is the story of the eel.
Wow.
Yeah. There you go.
Would that be a thing in the army? Like, would you, like, guys, because you guys are all in the same room?
No, all got separate rooms. It's just all got separate rooms. Oh,
okay. So you all.
The only time that you're in a room with someone is generally when you're in on basic training. Yeah, or you're like up at Waiuru for like a 3-day exercise or something. Otherwise, when you're in barracks, you got your own room and you got like your bed and your desk and you got your sink and your wardrobe and all the rest of it. It's quite large. It's about as big as a normal. It's probably about as big as Fee's room.
Yeah.
And but side by side. Yeah, I've actually got another funny story about him. I think I've told you this one.
That's a good one, Nick. Do they call that this eel?
Nick Allen, Ava, he knows him as well.
So it wasn't like you guys were all in the same room?
No. So basically, think of a long corridor and there's like 12 rooms on each side. Did
you ever have to like shower or like be in the same space?
So at the end of so they're called wings. So we were in Andrew Barracks, and there's the bottom floor, and then there's a top floor, then there's a common room, and on the other side is another bottom floor, top floor, and it's about 12. Yeah, I want to say it's about 24 rooms per wing. Anyway, there was a time when my room and Eel's room were right next door to each other. This is without a word of a lie, right? So we decided. Did we decide? Yeah. So we went out and Eel met a girl, brought her back to barracks, which you're not allowed to do, but everyone does it. And he was really loud, right? Like to the point it was like slamming my wall. I can feel, Anyway, next morning, I go to the mess hall, come back. Eel's door's open, and he's washing his sheets, and there is a whole world of stuff on his sheets that shouldn't be there. And I was like, "Man, do you have a crazy night?" I go, "Bro, I met the craziest woman. We did that all night last night, and etc. Anyway, that night we decided to have a night in. We watching movies and all the rest of it. And then about midnight, you can hear this like, "Hey, it's me. I've come back. So this chick had come back from town and has found our barracks and has snuck into camp to go find Eel to have another round with him. He was like, "Fuck off, man. Get out. Right, whatever." Anyway, so he gets rid of her. She walks out past my room outside, goes around onto the grass, and then tries to climb through his window. As she's trying to climb through his window, he gets startled. He's trying to push her out. She knocks over his TV, smashes it. So he's all sorts of wild. This chick's half trying to climb in to have sex with him. He doesn't want to have sex because like the shit that they did was not right. Kicks her out. She then walks back into our barrack room and starts knocking on all the doors until one of the boys lets her in and then spends the night with him. That is that was what we call a barrack.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's not an uncommon thing, and this guy would know about that.
The confidence of the girl. Jesus. Yeah. I love how Lucy's just mid your story. Oi, imagine walking in the room and those sipping your auntie. Just standing in the dark.
I tell you what, I'm going to. Yeah, actually, Nick was there. Nick, I think he was on the other side. So where my room is, there was Eels, and then on the other side of the corridor, I think that's where Nick's room was.
Oh, fuck, that's hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway. So
do you have any like army stories? Like, you know, like I think you're telling one of the girls about in the bag, you know, how you have to, like,
yeah. It's not a common thing. Okay,
well, did you ever hear it? Would anyone be like trying to have a lazy
nasty?
Yeah,
man. Yeah. One of the boys always Fee doesn't need to. Okay, so on patrol. Oh, how am I going to frame this up? We're in Afghanistan. We're in some shit block country, part of the country in the southern Afghanistan. We'd been in the desert for, I don't know, 20 odd days or whatever. And one of the guys, his name is Ashley Ramsbottom Isherwood III.
Yeah.
That's his full name, but everyone just called him Ash. He was on his gun truck. So if you imagine all the gun trucks, right, and there's like X amount of gun trucks, and we form like a perimeter. It's quite wide. It's a couple of 100 meters. So basically, there's like a gap between each truck. And at night, you have sentries, right? Yeah. And what you do is that they pick which gun truck will be the sentry. Anyway, his truck was the sentry. Anyway, in the morning, I was doing like a roving patrol, and the first light came up, and you know, it was probably an hour after first light. We were just sort of hanging around, and I saw Ash, and I was like, "Oh, hey, bro, how you going?" And he's like, "Yeah, good." And he's looking really intently out, but we're talking to each other, and I was like, it was like a really weird conversation. Anyway, that had expired. We went and did our task for that day. Anyway, I caught up with him that night. I was like, "Man, are you all good?" He goes, "Oh, bro, I couldn't talk to you too much. I was masturbating on the gun while talking to you." There you go.
That got me.
Yeah, and then he so we had this.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was having a wank on the gun, facing out, protecting us.
That wow.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's him.
Oh my god, imagine having that combo.
Yeah.
Like
imagine
this.
So Ash and I were really good friends, right? And not like that. And so we're in a bee hut in Afghanistan. Anyway, it's really dark in there. So in the morning, we got to turn the.
That was Tish. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, that's true, Tish. You have come into an incredible one. Anyway, so the bee hut, right? So there's 4 beds on one side, 4 beds on the other. It's like a massive house.
Yeah.
But it's just one big room. Anyway, we've all formed these cots, right? So we make a bed and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. His bed is right opposite me, right? So there's like a gap, right? And so my bed is a gap in his bed. Anyway, someone turned the light on, and I wake up and I look over, and Ash is mid-stroke, but he's asleep. But he's mid-stroke. So I threw my boot at him, and I clocked him right at the nuts, and he was like, "Ugh!" And he fell over. So he was asleep. Like he was legit asleep. Like he was literally just having a cheeky tug at 6:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And to be honest, when you're there for 6.5 months and there's no chicks around, and funnily enough, he actually met his wife over there. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, you got to be like, is it a confidence thing? You got to be confident to do that, or you just like,
to be honest,
man, what you got to do.
I would imagine it's probably like in jail. You just don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, true.
Like you just don't care. Like,
You're
you
so
just don't
vulnerable,
care.
though.
You just
You're
who
so
gives a shit? Like,
vulnerable.
who gives a shit, man? It's like, yeah, but yeah, when you're over there for 6.5 months, there's no woman. I think we had 2 girls in our camp.
Wow.
Yeah, or like in the New Zealand compound. There's like obviously women in the base, but we had no interaction with them. So yeah, and I tell you what, a can of Coke, you could put a dress on a can of Coke and would probably go after it. You know what I mean? Like,
wow. I am just.
I tell you what, poor girls when we came back to New Zealand. Let's put it that way. It was
It would have been like 2 pumps and a high five.
I tell you what, we probably weren't the greatest exponents of sexual prowess once we came back because it wouldn't have lasted long.
You lost all that game.
Oh, and then some. But what was funny is that we came back with a lot of money, right? Especially when we came back from East Timor. You know, a lot of us were 20 and we had like 35,000 in the bank.
Yeah, wow.
So and literally the best night in Palmerston North was when the battalions came home from overseas. That night, if they came home on a Thursday, that Friday night is when you wanted to be out.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Yeah,
like
everyone knew.
Oh, everyone knew. All the girls knew. Everyone's like doled up to the nines. All the boys are shelling out cash. It is just a.
And all the girls in Palmy are like, yeah, girl.
Yeah, they're like, army hubby. Yeah, pretty much.
He's loaded.
Yeah, and then you'd see this, and then you'd see like in the morning, right? So there's because girls aren't allowed on camp, but we'd sneak them in all the time. It's really easy. But in the morning, you're not going to take them back into town. It's like flat. You got to walk home. So the girls would have to go back to the guard hut, and there'd be, sometimes there'd be like 10 girls, maybe a little bit less or maybe a bit more. Just say for argument's sake, there's 10 girls, all dressed up in their walk of shame clothes from the night before, waiting for a taxi at the guard hut. And the guard guys just make them sit outside. So they're sitting on these little benches like this, like freezing their ass off because they got these little dresses, no warm clothing. Probably sleep with a guy that they have no idea whose name is. Told a different name. Yeah, for sure.
Jesus. Those are the stories, all right. I bet you're like, yeah. Have you ever done the walk of shame?
Oh, I must have. Surely.
Nah.
I can't think of the top of my head, but I would say that it would be highly unlikely that I haven't.
Have I done the walk of shame?
I remember picking up Eel. Fuck you, guys know the story of Eel. I get a phone call from Eel at 6 a.m. going, bro, are you at camp? I was like, yeah, I'm at camp. He goes, have you got your truck? I was like, yeah, I got my truck. I need you to come into town ASAP. I need you to pick me up at the corner of Rangatiki and Edward Street. Now. So I'm like, fuck. Running out, jump in my truck, drive down. It's like a 10-minute drive, get into town. He's running, trying to put his shoes and shit on and his clothing. And he'd done a run. He jumped out of a chick's window and done a runner. And I had to go pick him up. I have no idea who she was, whatever.
No wonder he's tugging and licking his hand at the same time. Damn. He's running away from girls getting stuck in awkward situations.
Yeah, but he's got, these are probably tame stories compared to what is probably out there.
Yeah, so, true, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
How long do you reckon? Because Carly, she explained to me the other week what a spinster was, and it's someone who doesn't have sex. Really? Yeah. Is it the same thing for a man?
Oh, I don't know. Actually, it's a really good question. I don't know. Someone Googled it.
Yes. Can someone Google us?
Someone Google. I don't know.
What is it called for a man? And if you could for a male,
would you?
Yeah. No. Like, could a man do it?
Oh, I'm sure they could.
Not have it.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I don't know, but yeah, probably.
Because like if just going off your army story and the bro couldn't wait, then I'm like, far out.
Well, I guess when you're younger, it's probably a bit hard, but when you're older, the old testosterone levels drop quite significantly. Right. So, like that sort of stuff isn't exactly the most and for all that thing. And it's just a lot of fucking work, right? When you're older, it's just like, I don't know. I'm imagining, right, when you're 55, the last thing you want to do is spend 20 minutes getting your ass sweaty before you have to then clean yourself up to go to sleep. Yeah, I'm guessing. I don't know. Like, shit.
I don't know either, but if I'm just like, just the thought of it.
It's called marriage.
Yes, Baz, that's what I was laughing at.
Yeah, the title is called Husband.
Is this an old unmarried woman? So traditionally probably hadn't ever. Oh, okay. Jesus.
Yeah,
no.
I don't know, man. But yeah, there you go. So there's some pretty crazy stories from back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually,
it's a good banter session for the night, though.
Actually, sorry, there's one more story I can tell with Nick. Actually, where is he? Where's the old fella?
Nick Allen. Yeah.
So Mr. Allen, so he's a real good rooster as well. Anyway, we used to go out all the time, him and I. There used to be a group of us, and one night me and him decided to go out, but we went out real early, like to the point where we used to go to the Loaded Hog. That was kind of like our haunt. But the Loaded Hog was also a restaurant.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, we went there when it was still a restaurant. We're like, oh, what do we do? So we went upstairs and we bought chips, like hot chips, and I don't know, maybe some food or whatever. And for some reason, we thought it was a good idea to start throwing food at people. I'm surprised we didn't get knocked out. Like, I literally am surprised. But yeah, and I'm pretty certain he was the one that instigated it.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, and he's a cheeky little shit as well.
I wouldn't mind a little cheeky day session on the Raz. I just feel like I feel like a day drink is in need.
Oh yeah, we could probably sort out a day slot. Carly could do the classes for us, and we could head out.
That'd be a hoot, because then you can just go to sleep early and then have a good night's sleep. The hangover wouldn't be that bad. It'd be a good little adventure though.
Yeah, it would be.
I just looked at the live stream and we're almost at 40 minutes, and I was like, holy hell, where did all that time go?
Well, we're talking about masturbation, you sniffing undies, and just doing really weird shit.
Wow. Yes, we did cover off a lot, didn't we?
Yeah. Would you rather? Have you got some?
Would you rather not be able to read or not be able to speak?
Not be able to speak.
Oh, that is a good one, though, eh?
Yeah.
What would you guys choose? Not being able to read or not being able to speak?
What's one place you would never have a tattoo?
One place I wouldn't have a tattoo, probably my lower back.
Oh, you wouldn't have a lower back one?
I don't know, actually. Chuck, that was so good. Would you rather be in a room with Mo sniffing aunties or with Eel next to you doing a
Fuck. Chuck, you are unbelievable, girl.
Can someone hit it, please? I want to see the answers on that. What would you guys do?
Oh my god.
I would totally choose me, man.
Yeah, you know what? I've probably have seen Eel masturbate, so I'd say you. Let's go with you. But tomorrow I'm gonna go past my bag and you'll be stiffing my socks. So.
Oh god.
Would you rather have a dog-sized elephant or an elephant-sized dog?
Yeah. So do you mean like the dog is the size of an elephant?
Yeah. No. So you got an elephant the size of a dog, or you got a dog the size of an elephant.
Oh yeah, the dog the size of an elephant.
Yeah.
Imagine a huge Riley. No, but then the elephant-sized dog would be me.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, this is next level.
Yeah.
This is next level.
Mine would be between my ass cheeks. I wouldn't want a tattoo there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because you've got to actually get on all fours, right? And you've got to spread it. And someone's got to be sitting there with a needle, right? Which will probably be about that long, tearing into it.
Ouch.
Could you imagine that? Fuck that. No way.
That is commitment, eh? Yeah.
Hey,
Ben,
Ben, when you do your next tattoo and it's on someone like that, let us know.
Yeah. I want to know what the experience is like.
Would you, as a tattooist, would you have to put something there like a modesty patch on the particular?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather catch you sniffing undies, but I reckon it would be funny if we could start breaking down the smell like we were at a wine.
Yeah.
A bit of slight tinge there of G.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stare at it. Oh, I don't know. Imagine if there's a dingleberry right there. You're tattooing, and there is a dingleberry sticking out. Yeah. Anyway, that's where I put it out.
That is interesting.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Do you know what is also? Do you know what? I know this is really random, but do you know what is also something popped up on my YouTube? It was a quick animation of a man getting surgery to change into a woman. So it was like, like the animation of it the procedure.
Oh, how it was done.
That was buzzy. Oh my God, yeah. Lucy. What the hell?
I kind of feel queasy right now.
Sir, that's like, is that a dingleberry?
No, that's like a big ass wart sticking out of your ass. Because you know how they get rid of them, eh? What they do is they put like a rubber band. So like if that's the hemorrhoid, they put a rubber band around it to suffocate it, and then it drops off and you shit it out. Because you can get internal hemorrhoids and you get external ones.
Wow. This is an educating banter session. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, we're hitting some shit today, excuse the expression and the pun.
Wow. We just heard it like...
Yeah.
Just fall off? Like, did you just hear how he just described that? Jeez.
Yeah, well, because they need oxygen to breathe, I think, from I'd have to Google it, but...
A hemorrhoid has a brain?
Well, not a brain, but it's like warts, right? So here's an old wise tale that actually works, because I've done it. Because I used to get, when I was really young, I had like warts all over my elbow, and we tried all sorts of shit, like to freeze them off and whatever, and banana skins and shit like that. And what was told was someone said use clear nail polish, and because the way warts work is that the blood inside it transmits it, but if you put clear nail polish on it, it suffocates and they fall off and they'll never grow back. And there you go. That's how you get rid of a wart.
Wow.
Clear nail polish.
Wow. See, what is your funny story?
Hey, Channel, do you want to jump on and tell us?
Yeah. What is this funny story?
Hang on, I'll invite her. There you go, Messenger.
That's how lamb's tails were removed too.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. That is interesting.
Yeah, man. We're teaching you some shit, dude. Teaching you some stuff.
Damn, I am. And a lady once asked my friend at Harvey Norman, I'm assuming, people print photos, and a lady once asked my friend for help to print the pics, and the photos all loaded. It was pics of her opening her. Oh, yeah. Imagine being her.
Wow.
Imagine being that lady. Like, girl, put that in a different folder.
But and say that like who worked at a phone store? Someone's telling me that they worked at a phone store, and one of the things they used to always get was people say, "Oh, I'm having a problem with my phone," and then the salesperson would be like, "Oh yeah," and can you unlock it? Yeah, unlocked it, going through, and they click on Safari, and then they hit the browser history, and it's like bad.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Pornhub becomes very popular.
Yeah, I could imagine there would be so many of those awkward conversations with people in store because they wouldn't have prepped for it. Oh man, see, you don't go show your mum your photos because you know your mum's gonna swipe to the right. You know what I mean? You got to always be like, no, mum, look from here. You don't need to touch it or carry it.
Well, you better hope there's no dick pics on there. Yeah.
A few dick pics. Bit of me posing with my pits out, doing a bit of a shoot before.
Hey, does Bea have that as a screensaver?
Yeah, she might.
She should.
You reckon? The pits.
Yeah, I tell you what, and then she should be at a meeting, right? And then you ring, and then all of a sudden, it's just your pits are up on her screen, and everyone sees it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Man, I was putting conditioner in them the other day. It really softens up the hair. I reckon guys should condition their hair. Like straight up.
Really?
Yeah, because it just really it softens your hair.
Yeah, but I just put soap there, like body wash. Isn't that just the same?
But the body wash will just be that's why your hair's all gauzy.
Chuck, I would imagine that's probably not the case.
No, your innocence. My innocence was gone when you put up that. Would you rather?
Yeah.
Yep. Same with old 80-year-olds. Wow.
Yeah.
They must love their hard copies, channel. I was just reading the comments. Do I have to be the one to tell you that it's not weird? Man, everyone is on form today.
Well, I tell you what, this has been probably one of the most funniest periods of the lockdown that I've had in a wee while. I think it was very much needed.
I can't wait to Faith to have these conversations with her friends. Straight up.
If you had head hair, would you wash that with body wash?
If I had no shampoo?
I mean, I've washed my hair with body wash before. Like, can you get some of those body washes that are like 3-in-1? I have no idea.
It's not my first option, but if I've got nothing, I've had to do that one of those survival days. Like, come on now, Carly.
Is it all right to pee in the shower?
Oh yeah, I think it's a given, eh? That one was good. That was so good, Faith.
I'm still kind of buzzing at that's kind of taking me for 6. No matter what stories I tell from the army, this will take the cake.
Just don't tell your mum, G. Just don't tell your mum.
No, you got to tell mumsies.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, eh? Oh,
yeah.
What am I gonna say? Yeah, there's always two types of those people: normal people and psychopaths. Yeah. And then I'm just a weirdo, but we love it. Yes, also pee in the shower?
No. That's what a toilet's for.
Yeah, okay. Fair. But it's not that bad.
Yeah, see? Agreed, Carly. You and I don't agree on a lot of things, but I agree with you on that.
Okay, what about who always farts when they pee?
No. Absolutely.
I can guarantee.
Well, every time?
In the morning, yep. There's a little bit of gas.
But you save time peeing in the shower. Really? Are you that hard pressed for time? You can't go to the toilet before you go to the shower. What, you got to listen to the water fall first before it goes, I got to go have a wee. No,
Oh,
dude, man, you
this is
can't.
another level now. I would rather people pee.
In the-
See that.
I agree. I hate Chuck. I'm not fronting on you. I would agree with that as well. Or just go pee in the bush.
Yeah. Yeah, damn.
I thought peeing in the shower is normal.
What about brushing your teeth and peeing in the shower at the same time?
No. No. Fuck. What? So you sit there with body wash all over you, brushing your teeth, taking a wee. No, man. Fuck. You cannot be that hard pressed in time to have to do that. Like, you cannot be that hard pressed.
I'm saving 2 lots of water. Flushed water for the toilet and water at the sink brushing my teeth.
Oh. No, it's not. No.
Oh wow. What the fuck just happened there? Oh god. Kelby! I can't imagine you actually doing
Weirdest
that.
place you have peed?
Oh, good story.
Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was doing Worlds, I was because you're running it predominantly in a wetsuit because it's really cold at night and you're in water a lot of the time. And I remember running down the hill and I needed to go to the toilet, but I was like, screw this. So I just peed in my wetsuit while I was running at like 1 a.m. Best thing I've ever done.
Yeah. Did it warm you up?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Anyway, so not long after that, we're going through an obstacle, which is like, I think it's called Hump Chuck, and it's going up and down over these big mounds of dirt and stuff like that. And then once you got to the end and you're really muddy and it's cold and you're tired, and then you take this hard right and then you climb up this massive incline. It's probably like, I don't know, 200 meters up. And there was these British guys that were in front of me and they're like, oh, bro, just do it. And this guy's going, no, I can't do it. No, I just got to get to a toilet. And the guys would go, no, just pee in your wetsuit. It's all good. Everyone does it. No, I can't do it. And so I'm hearing this conversation more and more as I get closer to them. And as I get to them, I can hear him go, I'm busting. And then he just stops. He goes, oh. And he's peeing in his wetsuit. And I just ran past him and goes, feels good, eh? And he's like, oh, it's so good. So good. Like, fucking runs past me real fast. He's one of the guys that wins it.
Wow.
Yeah, he crushed it. He didn't win it, but he was like up there. Yeah.
Weirdest
place. Yeah, it was fucking funny. Queen Street.
Channel. I feel like that's every short girl. Side of the motorway.
And what? So when you pee out there in public, do you just kind of like shimmy your ass and then that's it? Is that how you drip dry? Is that right? Is that how you guys do it?
You got to give it a good shake.
There you go.
It's a technical, process. Like, if you've got a good squat, I rate my squat, not gonna lie. And so if you've got a good squat, you can squat quite good in whatever the clothes you are wearing. And the hardest part is popping the squat and you've got a one piece on. Bitches be struggling then. And you've got to hold like 2 titties left out. You've got to hold the chicken fillets.
I'm literally picturing you right now in like a tight ass onesie fucking piece of number.
Like, oh, Jesus. Oh, someone's coming. Piss fast. Yeah. It's definitely a talent, Faith? Yeah. In a wetsuit, you'd wake up in a bushwoman suit.
Safe as.
Oh.
Yeah. But you with no face, you never wear anything anyway.
Yeah. You only have one piece on.
To get pee on your pants, got to be wearing a dress. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a skill set. We might have to cover some techniques over that. That is a good one.
I tell you what, now, when all you girls are squatting at the gym, all I'm going to be thinking about, can you pee or can you not pee?
I feel like we need to do like a practice run, and like, you know, we'll just bring some, like, we'll have our Lulus on, of course, but we'll just wear some, like, you know, jean shorts or something, and then we'll just like, because you should be able to hold a good squat with your pants, like, you know.
What, do you go all the way down, or are you like quarter squatting it?
Just depends, like, on the base of where you are, because if you're on hard concrete, you're going to get major backsplash on your ankles and like on the way up. So it depends on like wherever you're weighing. So if it's like on grass and that, you're kind of safe because it just soaks into the grass straight away. You know, like you wouldn't go close up to the wall because you'll get mean as backsplash, won't you?
Well, no, yeah. Well, to be honest, when you're there, generally, if you're in that position where you need to pee in like on the side of the whatever, you're so drunk you don't give a shit. Really,
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're usually holding onto the wall because you're about to fall. That's generally the yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, I know. Jesus, where did this go? Where did this go? I feel very vulnerable right now, but it's okay. This is an absolute true story.
So you guys all had to pee.
Yeah. I was in the front, Joey was driving, Vita in the back, Ash in the back, Vicky in the back. Vicky's like, pull over, I need a wee. And then so we were like, oh, in the middle of like Coatesville somewhere, pulled over, pulled up against, like, we were like, oh yeah, there's a good bunch, there's a hut, like a garage tin shed thing over there. And then you just saw like these white dresses disperse. And then you should have seen how excited we were when we got back, because, like, you know, when that satisfying feeling when you've been holding your piss for so long and then you're like, release.
Oh, yeah.
So you're all walking back to the car and you're like, woo, we're getting married, woo. That's how that went. They would make so much money off that too if they just even like just have it there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, fam, I have learned some shit tonight.
I know. We almost hit that 1 hour mark, team.
Yeah. Well, let's push to that.
Yeah.
And then Uncle Chief and wanting to get to sleep because I'm getting up in 7 hours.
Yes, which is a big night. We're usually all in bed now. Everyone's usually getting all snug.
I'm usually 2 hours deep.
This is true. I'll be getting snug now. But thanks for joining us tonight, team. Oh my God, what a hoot of laughs. I can't wait to pull the reel of the reactions of all the stories we've been shared tonight. Not gonna lie, I feel very vulnerable now. But that's okay, because, you know, I'm not gonna sniff your undies, okay? I just like sniffing undies. Okay? But yes, have a good night. Stay safe. Stay warm. You'll probably see us tomorrow morning. We'll do a cook run in the morning, just for a morning coffee. Debrief, perhaps. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We did talk about poos, didn't we, in mobility? Is that right? I can't remember if we did. No. We talked about when is it legitimately all right to fart in front of your new partner?
Yeah.
That was the conversation.
Yeah.
So, you know, is it like straight away? Is it the first night? Is it 3 weeks later? Is it when you first move in? You know, when do you take a number 2 in their house? Like all that sort of stuff. We talked about that. Autumn's response was 17 years and counting.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Philippe Mona. I know, Paz. Jesus. This was a very I think they'll be back.
We'll find out tomorrow.
You always come back, Carly. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
she
I don't want
does.
to sniff your undies.
Well, in saying that, right, she might leave her undies on the shelf in the storeroom, so you might just have to have a sneaky just go past in there.
Nah. No, not that. Please, Jesus.
Yeah.
But anyways, team, let's sign off now. Thank you for joining us for an hour. It's been awesome and so many laughs. But yeah, have a good night. Stay safe, stay warm.